Hello, hello, hello. I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Sammy, and this is
Deepish.
Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
It is a happy one indeed.
I feel like it's finally starting to get super crisp outside.
Oh, I went on a walk this morning. It is chilly.
I like it though. Minus the fact that when do you turn your furnace on? Because I woke up and it was literally 64 degrees in my house. That's too cold.
Wow, you're complaining about a cool house.
Who would have thought the day would ever
Times have
come?
changed.
All I know is when that furnace kicks on, it better blow out burning hot air or else I'm jumping off a cliff.
Can you imagine?
Oh
It's a freezing house all winter.
Oh my gosh, no.
I know, because there is that borderline where the windows are open or you're cold and you have to get in the bath to heat up.
Totally.
But it's too soon to turn the heat on.
I know, because I would turn it on at night and then have to turn it off during the day because it'd be too hot. Because it still gets up till 71 in my house during the day. But yeah, this morning I was like, I am cold.
I know, I'm so happy it's October. Fall is here. It has arrived.
Oh yes, now I'm going to start decorating. I haven't decorated yet. So I'm going to go full-blown Halloween. But everyone has all of their fall decor up, and I'm kind of wondering if next year I should do the last week of September, just put up some pumpkins and just a little bit of fall touch, and then October 1st, Halloween it up.
Yeah.
And then remove Halloween, keep fall up for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because I am getting FOMO.
If you're getting FOMO, then for sure. If you have no desire, then don't worry about it. But
that Trader Joe's candle, though, is blaring through my house.
Really?
What is it?
Vanilla pumpkin something.
Yeah, do you like it?
I never got it before you gave it to me.
Oh, I thought you'd given me one before.
No, the mango tangerine is my jam.
But did you like... Oh, you haven't lit it yet?
I haven't lit it yet.
Okay. I think it's perfect. Some people might think it's too sweet, but you don't mind a sweet candle.
Yeah, I don't mind a sweet candle. But if it's too
sweet, yeah. It's like a birthday cake. You're like...
Yeah, I'm not like a cinnamon buns candle girl.
Totally. If it smells like you can eat it... That's too sweet.
Yeah, I don't understand why you'd want that burning in your house. I guess to smell like you're baking.
Oh, I know. I made cookies the other day and I was like, I am that mom where the boys came home from school and I had a plate of cookies and I was like, I am here.
The aromas are in the air.
Mother is here with an after school plate of cookies. What I want to do too through October, because I always do an after school snack for them, I want to do holiday themed ones every day.
Yeah,
that's what my mom used to do. She would do chi ones
and stuff. Yeah, that's fun.
Even if I just do it on the Fridays.
Yes, that's perfect.
So they come home early and here's the pretzel spider.
That's so fun.
Okay, anyways, hi.
Hi.
I have a question for you. I texted you this last night because I was curious, but I thought it'd be fun to chat about on the pod. Because everyone knows this. This is a universal thing.
Oh my gosh. When you text me this, I was literally like, I want to know this all the time. And I want to know this about everybody.
We should put out a prompt and say this.
Each week.
Yeah, each week and see.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Oh, 100%.
Because you also... Okay.
Why don't you toss the question?
Yeah. What's your algorithm right now?
Do you want me to answer?
Well, here's the thing about that, okay? Because you get so stuck in your own algorithm that you think that the whole world is obsessed with what you're obsessed with. That's what an algorithm is. It just feeds you what you like. That you start believing everyone in the world is obsessed with The Summer I Turned Pretty or whatever it is. And then I talked to my husband and he's just like, no, I don't see any of that. And you realize like, oh, it's just me.
What did he say was on his algorithm?
It's all these random podcast guys and funny videos.
Okay.
You know, his algorithm's like all comedy. There's also a crossover. If it's a big political thing or a big thing, then he's like, oh, I saw a little bit about that.
Okay.
So our algorithms are hardly ever the same. But what is your algorithm right now?
Oh, I'm trying to remember what I told you. For sure, infertility always. That's a big part of my algorithm because that's a lot of my followers and people who I follow and interact with. So that, oh my gosh, there's something that's pissing me off that I keep seeing because there's things on your algorithm, but then there's also trends. So I would say that The Summer I Turned Pretty a little bit.
It's kind of dwindling now.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best when it starts to dwindle and you're like, oh, I remember when that was taking up my whole feed.
Totally. Love Island. It was your whole feed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll get some pop culture. But there's this trend right now where it's like, I'm ugly and I'm proud. And it's like when you live in Utah and you have brown hair and you have no Botox and it's like, I'm ugly and I'm proud. They're bragging about how they haven't had any work done or that they don't have blonde hair. But then they're doing this hot video like, I'm ugly and I'm proud. It's clickbait for people to come and be like, oh, you're so pretty. You don't do anything.
I haven't seen any of those.
And I'm like, scroll past, get off my freaking algorithm.
Oh, yeah. See, I haven't seen that trend yet. But once you're locked into one trend, especially dance trends and things like that. Or did you ever see the one that was the police officers chasing their wives or whatever? Like, can I beat you on a foot pursuit? And the husband would be like, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That was on my feed forever. But okay, in general, I want to go more into yours, but isn't it just curious in general that we're all so different in like our interests?
What we like to see.
And also it's kind of creepy.
I don't know. There is right now, I'll occasionally, and even in the summer, I'll get like a Christmas one where I'll see Christmas aesthetic, whatever, with a song, and it like hurts my stomach. So I'll scroll past it because it's like, no, too soon, too soon. Like, I don't want Christmas to pop up on my feed anymore. Yeah. So there are some that you try and avoid, but they still show up. But maybe it's similar content creators because I do get a lot of fall decor, fall outfits, the same sweater from TikTok shop or whatever.
Oh, this was my question though. Is your Instagram and TikTok algorithms different?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what's the distinction right now? What's funner?
TikTok is more of a dopamine hit for me. I'll scroll on Instagram for a second, but it's just kind of boring posts.
I know for me, Instagram is more curated. Oh, their house or their style. And TikTok is more fun and funny and light.
Yeah.
And it's just easy.
Yep.
Instagram's more like, oh, I wish I had.
It's not like I wish I had blank, but I'm just like, cool, nice picture of your family. Who cares?
Well, I never like scroll my actual follower feed ever.
Really?
No. And I hardly even watch stories. I always just go to my For You page and watch my For You page. So I never even know what my friends are up to. And then sometimes they'll pop up on my For You page. So
even your For You page makes you feel like it's curated and
oh,
whatever.
Yeah. Because it'll be like this beautiful house or just new decor or, oh, I made my kids this craft.
It's not just some random person holding a phone in front of their face.
Yeah. And also I get a lot of, I would say more ideas from Instagram where I'm like, oh, I really do want to make that craft or that meal or whatever through Instagram. So it is inspirational too. But then I start feeling like, okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't have that. Versus TikTok is like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
I like this. And they're just talking about the randomest stuff. And I like TikTok better.
Do you have any favorite influencers? Do you have any comfort follows that you have right now?
I don't really follow a lot of people, but I'm trying to think of who pops up on my feed a lot that I like. It's weird though too, because even on TikTok I'll get style videos, but I don't feel as much I want that as I do with Instagram. Even if I see a cool style video on TikTok, I'm like, oh, I love that edit and I love that music and that girl's cool. I just like it better, but it is more addicting, TikTok.
Yeah.
Than Instagram.
For sure.
No, I can't even think of any creators off the top of my head. What about you?
I feel like I used to have so many, but nowadays when I switched my TikTok over, I don't follow them anymore. I mean, I have a few, but they're randoms that have 2,000 followers that I look forward to seeing their stuff. But there's some comforting things about just seeing what they're up to every day.
Oh, see, it's weird. I think maybe I would have an unhealthy relationship with that if I had a creator I liked a lot.
Really? Like,
because I'd be like
obsessed with them?
Yeah. Or just too parasocial, maybe. I don't like when people are obsessed with one person. I'm like, you don't know them.
Yeah, but I think you can appreciate their content. Or it can be comforting of, oh, she ended up buying that purse she's been saving up for. Like,
oh, you know, I don't like that.
No,
but you know too much about that person if you know that they've been saving up for a purse. Even if there's a loss, like a traumatic thing, and then the internet's grieving for this person or whatever it is. I like community. I like seeing that people care about other humans. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you don't know that person and their family. It shouldn't be affecting you that deeply, and that's parasocial.
Yeah, for sure.
Or it shouldn't be affecting your mood, how this person is living their life, either good or bad.
I could say the same thing to you, though, about pop culture.
Oh, okay.
You literally were texting me sobbing about Dawson's Creek today.
But that's
I'm like, you don't know them.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good
Or
one.
like you become so obsessed with celebrity couples where you're like, no, I honestly like Jen and Ben.
But it does feel more, I feel like influencers, it's this weird thing where it's almost like that's attainable and I feel more connected to them. They feel more attainable and reachable versus a celebrity or pop culture. It feels like just
They're
a different
characters.
Yeah, it's just a different level and sphere where I'm never like, oh, I want to hang out with them or be their best friend. Or what are they up to? It's more, oh, that's such good dirt. But I also don't fixate. I feel like I like the next hit and the next hit.
I feel like that's something good that you have. You have a healthy relationship with seeing influencers as human.
Yeah.
And they're real people. Like they have real feelings. Where a lot of people look at them as more celebrities.
I have this weird, almost like sympathy for these big influencers because obviously I don't know how that feels, but I'm also like, I know that there's so much more to your life than what you're showing us. And I think there's an overarching theme in influencer, celebrity, even just us. There is such a toxicity to social media in general. I don't think that there's anyone I've ever met on this planet that is like, oh, I love social media and it has brought me nothing but joy and happiness and it has added to my life. Yeah. I feel like if anything, there's such a darkness there. I see these big influencers and even if they're big, bright, shiny stars, I'm like, I'm sure you're still having a difficult time with social media or your life or whatever.
The hate and the comments and all the things. Can we talk about Emily Kaiser?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on her coming back to social media? Did you think that she ever would?
It's so hard. That's who I was alluding to when people are just grieving for her son. As a mother, I cried when I saw that.
Yeah.
Like that's horrific. But I think people take it a step too far where it's like, also, you don't know her.
Like politely, you don't know my kid. This is not your kid.
And also your tears aren't helping her at all. Like you can reflect on your mortality and your kid's mortality and that's life and being a human. But also you bawling every night over her kid isn't doing anything for you or for her. I think that that's toxic. Probably on both ends, honestly. But her coming back to social media, it's so hard because I feel for her. Where I'm like, that's your career and how you make money. So I bet that that's a portion of it.
Well, for sure. I mean, she supports her family with what she does. And she's built this basically like an empire.
Yeah.
What she's built. You worked really hard for that.
And at the end of the day, it is a career. So I'm sure it's like, I'd rather continue this versus going to work at a 9-to-5. And for my grief journey in general, it'd probably be easier and more healing to do this with a community of people that I've curated and built versus going to a 9-to-5. But also, I can see how hard that probably was for her to make that decision.
Yeah.
Because it can be so toxic and horrible. Things that people were saying about her family, her husband, that is awful. So I'm sure she probably is still battling with that. Do I want this?
Yeah, I'm sure. And it probably was back and forth leading up to her actually posting and getting in front of a camera again.
Yeah. And even just in that video, you can tell how nervous she is. But also, I think it's so beautiful that she's like, this is a creative outlet for me. And I miss you guys and I miss sharing with you guys. I'm sure she misses that community. I think whatever she feels comfortable with, that's amazing.
Yeah. What you'd be nervous about is people think you're handling it in a disrespectful way. You feel like you're treading very lightly because you're in the public eye and something huge happened. She posted it and instantly got like 13 million views. I'm sure it's at who even knows how high now. But I think she's done an incredible job just slowly coming back in, respectfully coming back in, and then being like, okay, but if you guys want to watch me clean now, stick around type thing. That's what's hard though too, is I think it's totally up to her. And if she wants to have it back, I think she should have it back. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I would never come back. There's no way she comes back. But that was a huge part of her life. She already lost her son. Don't take this away too.
Yeah. I guess this is probably unrealistic of me, but I wish that people could just surround her with kindness and love. And I'm sure she'll get people that are like, I could never, or mean comments. At the end of the day, that situation, I have no idea how I would handle that and grief and loss and all of it. So I truly do wish anyone dealing with that the best, and whatever is going to be the most healing for you in your journey. I'm so all for it.
Yeah, because I really do think that sharing things, especially when you have a community that you built, I think it really is healing, and connecting, having an outlet, I think it will really
even just like on your scale with IVF and stuff, I think that's been really important to you, knowing you're not alone, you have a community, you have people.
Yeah, it really is therapeutic. And even just watching your life back, like watching back the things that you go through, it really is. Social media can be an amazing thing, and I think especially as an influencer and a creator, you can make it what you want and obviously set boundaries.
And I think a lot of creators are setting those boundaries, whether that's with sharing their kids or what they share about their lives or how often they post or if they're always on social media. People are carving out rules and boundaries for themselves for their own mental health.
Yeah. But I do think the comfort creators, I know you think it's unhealthy, but I think it is like on the scale of Mormon mommy bloggers, where everything's perfectly curated, every photo is perfect, the kids' crafts where the whole counter's clean. Those days are kind of past, and I love like the sloppy influencers that I follow, like the de-influencer type that live in kind of a crappy house and they don't have the quartz countertops and they don't have all the things, but they just have a normal average life and they're filming their day. That's so comforting to watch because it's like reality TV, but also so relatable. I just love it.
No, you explaining it that way, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I think I am seeing a shift in that, but it's more just in general a For You page versus I love blah.
Yeah.
I love
think
blah.
A lot of people love blah. It's like why people were so... You saw how many people were like, I miss Emily. I hope she comes back. What do I do this morning without watching her? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I get how that becomes. But also it's like tuning into the morning news type thing where it's a comforting thing to you. Like someone else is out there. Like maybe someone who doesn't have a friend can feel like they have a friend in a video. Or someone who doesn't have a friend can feel like they have a friend by listening to this podcast and feeling like they're part of a conversation. It's kind of similar things.
Totally. I think that that's beautiful. And it
Don't
can cross
act like you wouldn't love it. You would freaking love it if you had like stalkers.
Oh, for sure. But it's scary. I think also interviewing so many people that have big followings, we've kind of heard the other side of it, and it's hard and difficult to navigate. Also, the behind the scenes of the metrics can eat you alive. Everyone cares so much about that stuff as a creator.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that could be very harmful. I don't know. I have so many thoughts.
Also, what's crazy is how much money there is in influencing, and it would have to be like on a month that you make $60,000. Anything else would feel like a failure after that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And so there's probably kind of like a summer sales thing where you're always one-upping yourself and you're adjusting to this lifestyle and I can make this much money with one click and
or you just use in general where it's like, oh, that went viral and then you do a similar video and it gets no views. Here's my thing, okay? Influencing or being a content creator, whatever it is, I think it's so powerful because you get to create, especially all these people that are out here grinding, trying to make this their living. I love that. And I'm like, get your bag. But there's a difference when you go to a job and you do a job. You are not that job. That's not who you are. And I feel like with content creation or putting your life out, the influencer, you are putting your identity, worth, everything into this one thing. Versus I think that there's a lack of separation there. And is that healthy or is that harmful?
Yeah, but I think, yes, I totally agree with that sentiment. But I do think that not everybody puts all their worth in that. I think some people can separate it. I'm not an influencer or whatever, but I post about my infertility journey. If I get 300 views, I don't care, you know? And it's just a fraction of my life, and I understand that, and I think other people understand that. And maybe it's just because I'm not sharing my full life.
But I think it would be harder if TikTok was literally your career and your source of income and how many views you're getting on those videos. Like
you're trying to monetize. Like, oh, if I post this one of me crying, it's going to blow up.
Or I have made this amount of money and just consistently working back up to those views, that money, versus for you, it's like, this is my journal. And I think that that's more authentic and beautiful, even if you have gotten sponsors and you have been able to monetize. But I don't think that that's where your why is.
Yeah, so maybe if people's whys are that way. And I'm just hoping that they can have a healthy relationship.
Well, I think, again, there's a new wave of this is not healthy. Creators are being more open and vulnerable about that. Like, this is affecting me and I do care about this stuff. And so now I'm going to pull back a little bit and I'm going to reprioritize. So I think it's showing all of us smaller creators or whatever, okay, I'm going into this knowing those harmful things and being aware.
It also would be so stressful. You think it's a cool thing to retire your husband, right? It would be so stressful to have that pressure on your shoulders. Like, I got to keep posting, I got to keep grinding, I got to keep pumping out content because my family relies on this.
There is also something so beautiful that it's like, I'm just living my life and sharing it and I'm getting paid for that. It sounds like the dream, but I can see where your life almost feels like your job versus going to a job, creating, building, growing, but then you get to clock out and come to your life. It's like, what's better?
But then it's at the same time, it's like you never really have to clock in. You know what I mean?
If you're like an influencer.
Like influencers who have come on our podcast, like, yeah, but now I'm just always working. But you also never have to go to work. But you're always working and you can never clock out. It's weird.
And it's a weird thing that, because that's like motherhood too in general, where it's like, I feel like this is the hardest job I've ever worked in my whole entire life and there is no clocking out. But it does feel more meaningful. Yeah.
But there's also parts of it that isn't a job.
Yes.
Like, there's also parts of motherhood that's not just like, I'm on my hands and knees. Like, there's enjoyment time that, like, people who clock out of a 9 to 5 go home and that is their relaxation.
And honestly, though, too, with these careers or your job or whatever, some people love, even with you, your work is so stressful and so hard, but I know it brings you so much confidence. You feel so capable. You're learning so much. I know you're proud of yourself. There's something in that where I work hard and this is building onto my personality and who I am and is bringing me joy. I think that that's special and wonderful, but it's also not like you're going to work like, this is me, like me or don't like me, but do I get paid?
Totally.
It's like, no, I'm going to work hard, get a paycheck.
Get paid. Yeah.
So it's a weird element there.
It is.
But I do feel like, even me, I've thought about it. Like, that sounds amazing. I'll just post my life and get paid.
Yeah.
But then it becomes, what are you posting? When are you on your phone? Can you go to the park? Can you go to Disneyland and not post about it?
Yeah. I think without being an influencer, it's worth it. But I'm curious for someone who, I want to get someone on the podcast who literally has 1 million followers. Like, these big influencers who they're like, get ready with me. And then they're like, here's my kids. And I show their faces every day. And I do everything. What is the cons?
I think the consensus for all these influencers are probably like, no, but I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
But the caveat to that is, of course, if you're getting dopamine and hits and people liking you and all this stuff, it's almost like, of course, you would never want to let that go. And getting paid, even the worst day would still be like,
okay, but like this month I've made X amount of dollars.
And these people are obsessed with me and I feel that validation.
Yeah.
But is that real? The money is real, but the validation or community, is that tangible? And some people would say yes.
But even if it's not, someone who works a 9 to 5 and gets to know admiration, even on your worst day, you know what I mean? It's just like they've experienced things we will never experience. It's such a weird thing.
It's a weird concept. I think that in any job, there's pros, cons, whatever. I just think the influencer of it all, even an actor, I think these actors are feeling pressure to be influencers too now, because then I'll get more work if I'm more popular on social media. And I think that's hard for these actors because they're like, no, I don't want to share my life. I just want to go to work and be in a movie and then clock out. I do think that there's a huge wave of people feeling that huge pressure. And even them, some celebrities are like, this is the worst, because also your character in a movie and yourself kind of get tangled together.
Even on social media, like, you could create a character. But that's what I'm saying, is the dream is be an influencer who does lighthearted, funny bits. Those girls can get on and
do a silly video and then, or like, do a craft.
Do a parody or whatever, and it's funny, blows up. Or freaking Jake Shane, Octopussies.
Totally.
Like, just him, where it's like, pretend that you're George Bush and you blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And it's hilarious, and people love him, and he's just being himself. Nobody knows how many siblings he has, or if he has kids, or if he buckled his kid in the car seat the right way. Nobody cares. You're just funny. That's the sweet spot.
I think that probably is, but even those people, they're probably chasing the laugh, the views. It's probably hurts them when they do put a lot of effort into it.
Or you're in a rut and you can't think of anything funny to do.
Yeah, or the random one you put no thought into blows up, but then you're working on this skit for a week and it just bombs. It's probably obviously affects your people don't like me.
Well, that's how it is even with our social media. Like clips that we post on our podcast. The most random ones go viral, and I'm like, people cared about that, and then the ones I'm like, oh, this one's funny, no one cares.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I think that's part of being human, is to care, to want to be included, want to be wanted, want to be rich, have financial freedom. I feel like these are all universal things, and so no matter what, there's always gonna be something. But I definitely don't look at influencers like your life looks perfect and I want to be you.
You know what would be a fun idea for a show? I want to take 2 30-year-olds who have young kids, okay? I want to take a mega influencer and a corporate girl and do a wife swap. And then I want to assess a situation and see which one of them thinks which one's harder.
That is like would be amazing.
It would be so humbling because it's like the corporate people are like, oh, I have to do a 9 to 5 and I don't get to see my kids and blah blah blah.
And I think a lot of corporate people look down on influencers, like, okay, you're not really working.
Yeah, but I think it's the same thing. If a husband were to stay at home with the kids, they'd realize how much work it is, and so the corporate person who's now being the influencer is gonna be like, holy crap, that is hard. Influencing is rough, but it sounds so easy. That would be hilarious. And then watching these corporate girls trying to do these videos,
get ready with
or
me,
thinking of ideas and editing it and all this stuff.
Wow, that is a great idea. Should we produce it? Deepish Productions?
Yeah. Influencer wife swap.
Okay, I wanted to say what my algorithm is.
Oh yeah, tell us your algorithm.
Okay, political.
Yeah, so what's political on your algorithm right now?
So I'm still getting Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk stuff.
The Charlie Kirk stuff was on my For You page for a week straight. Nothing but that. And 2 or 3 days following the event completely consumed my life and my brain.
Oh, I definitely deleted social media. I was like, nope. But that was the crossover where it was on Brandon's For You page. It was on all my friends. I was like, it's not just the summer I turned pretty. I feel like everyone was seeing that. Don't you think?
Well, yeah, because you texted me even a couple hours after it happened. You're like, don't watch the video. You saw it instantly.
I cannot believe how upsetting that was. I was scrolling on my For You page. I don't even know who that guy is. Literally never heard of him in my life. He is not on my For You page at all. Swipe, saw that horrendous video.
Do you remember, was it someone that you followed that posted it, or do you remember how you saw it?
It was literally just on my For You page on Instagram. I was scrolling and it literally popped up, and it wasn't the one from far away. It was the one that someone was recording right in front of his face and saw it.
Yeah, I never saw that close-up one. I just saw the far away one. But what was so crazy is it's literally 2 minutes from my house. I was working from home that day, and I was on a meeting, and there were so many sirens for like 30 minutes. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Scout was like, oh, whoa, whoa, to the sirens. And I'm like, sorry, I don't know what is going on. And then he didn't text me. And I didn't know who he was either. But it's just crazy that something like that can happen in our backyard.
Literally, you live right there.
And that's why it was so freaky the following days when they didn't catch the shooter. And now we know he was at freaking Dairy Queen down the street that night. That's crazy.
And that's what wild. I was saying is you went out that night and I was mad because I was like, please stay home. And you were like, it's fine. But what if you went to Dairy Queen?
I know. This was the day before my embryo transfer. It was like, stay calm. Don't be stressed. And like the whole world's burning down. And I'm just like, do baby. Let's get pregnant.
No, I can't even talk about that.
But the night before, we're like, let's get sushi. Like, do one last date night while we can. So I was like, let's not let this ruin it. The odds of Charlie Kirk shooter is going to be in Tsunami and Lehigh at the same time.
I know you were really risking it for that something tropical. So that was so upsetting to me because I saw it and was so jarred.
What did you do? Were you just like,
well, I was like, and then I scrolled up and I was like, oh, is this from a movie or something? Because even in movies, I'm very sensitive. And so then I scrolled back and I saw, like, I hate that I have that image in my head. Mm-hmm. And then I immediately just started crying and then called Brandon and I was like sobbing. And I'm like, did you see that? And he was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I just saw it. Like, I'm so sorry. I was going to tell you not to look at anything. And I was just like, I can't believe I just witnessed something so horrifically violent on my For You page 10 minutes after it happened. Mm-hmm. And I can't believe that's all over the internet in 2 seconds. And I just thought about all these kids with their phones and all these kids saw it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is wild that this news happens and it's on our phones in 1 second. Yeah. That's not healthy.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not. And it's crazy the amount you get desensitized to. Not like look away.
And a lot of people were saying like, oh, well, I watch all the Gaza stuff and all the Israel stuff. I'm so desensitized. How is this shit on the internet?
Yeah. It's not okay to be to this point where you're so desensitized.
Yeah. I just witnessed someone die and I can't believe that that was in my hand and I just saw that. Mm-hmm. For me personally, I'm so upset that that image is stuck in my head. Mm-hmm. For days after, I would close my eyes and I just saw that. And it makes it feel, again, more parasocial, where it feels like I'm there and I know him and I know his wife and I know his family and I feel this empathy that also feels unhealthy.
That's what was crazy is everybody was posting about it, videos of him and his kids. And obviously it's so tragic and it was a huge tragic thing. And Hayden was like, oh yeah, like, nothing like this has happened since freaking Martin Luther King. It's crazy that someone can just be out there practicing freedom of speech and get shot for their beliefs. Whether you agree with him or you don't, that is really sad that our country's come to this point. But it's really hard because I see both sides in this whole debacle because a lot of people were upset about people being so sad about it. And then, of course, there's a school shooting the same day. And so everyone's posting about it because they felt like they had to post about it because they posted about Charlie Kirk. And it's like, now they care about this school shooting when there was one 2 days ago and no one posted it. But then you're not talking enough about the shooting, but you're talking about Charlie Kirk too much.
The fact that there's literally 2 shootings in one day, that sentence is insane to me. That's insane that that sentence exists.
I'm just, the divisiveness that this type of situation has created where somebody literally got shot and died, and it's controversial that people are upset about it. People are mad that people are upset about it, but I understand it's coming from them not being upset about A, B, and C because all of these things, how does that justify? Who cares?
No, literally.
Like, wrong is wrong and right is right.
And also, it's such on a human level upsetting to me that there's so much debate on someone getting shot and killed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that is so upsetting to me.
Yeah.
But also, I'm on social media that day and I'm seeing all these people post about it. This is also so unhealthy. Take a beat. I feel like we're so quick to not even form our own thoughts and opinions on things. We go straight to the internet and your For You page, your stories, like carve out how you feel and think before you even have a second to process how you feel and think.
And you're reposting something before you even know how you feel or think.
Yeah. After I saw that video, I wasn't on social media for a few hours and I was just like, whoa, this is so heavy. This is so sad. This is so heartbreaking. I can't believe this. I'm so scared. I was forming my own thoughts. And then that night I logged in and I was looking at people's stories and then my mind started to shift and my views started to shift. My opinions started to shift. And I was like, this is not how it should be. Mm-hmm. I should be talking to my friends, my real life friends, my real life family, my real life community in person, having these discussions and conversations and saying hard things if you have certain thoughts and opinions to real human beings, not just watching these endless thoughts that people are talking in front of their screen. about how they're feeling. And I get it too. People are scared and trying to process, and that is an outlet for them.
Yeah.
But
it's all they're seeing, and so they want to respond to it.
But even how people were posting was so weirdly not everyone, but some people, if you post a picture of Charlie and his wife, you're this way. If you post a picture on anti-guns, you're this way. You're trying to make a statement within how you're posting. That in itself, I'm like, why? Why do you need to do that?
It's just frustrating. I would get mad at both sides where I'm like, yes, he did say a lot of hateful things that I didn't agree with. And so I understand why people would be so upset for glorifying him when you feel like he's someone who did spew a lot of hate and misinformation and lacked a lot. But I do also think a lot of people were posting half quotes of things he was saying. If you would have finished that quote, there's this one quote that was like, I don't believe in empathy. And then they dash Charlie Kirk. And then it was like, no, like, I don't believe in empathy. I think sympathy's way better because you can never really truly feel how somebody actually feels. You can sympathize with them, but you'll never really know what someone's going through. So he didn't like the word empathy, which I agree with that because you can sympathize for someone, but saying that I know how you feel or I'm feeling what you're feeling isn't true because you don't know how I feel. It was a sweet quote, and it does give more of an emphasis to empathy and compassion, right? But everyone was posting that quote like, I don't believe in empathy. Charlie Kirk, he was not an empath and he didn't care about people's feelings. It's so sad how it goes so separate, and this is just anything in general.
I absolutely agree. It's so hard though too, because I just wanted to acknowledge we lost a life by someone else's hand, and that's so sad for everyone involved. And even this kid that shot him, I felt so messed up for feeling this way, but when he was caught and we found out who he was and stuff, I was like, I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I feel so bad that you have that hate in your life. You woke up thinking this was the answer. You're so young. That's so sad to me. And I hate that people think that that's the answer, and it feels so evil. And all around it just makes me sad. And I want to just sit with those feelings. And I want it to bring people together. But in the aftermath of all of this, I feel like it's really separated people again.
Question for you. And we don't have to go too deep into this, but I'm curious. Where do you think we go from here on gun reform? What's the best case scenario? It's so hard because everyone's like, we need to do this, this, and this. Do you think that would really be better if we weren't allowed to have weapons? Like, do you think that we would become like other countries where the government dictates?
I personally don't have a lot of faith that much change will happen. Here's the thing though too. America loves guns. There was a study in New Zealand that they were doing a buyback program because they made a certain type of gun illegal. And so they were like, we'll buy back your guns. And then there hasn't been a mass shooting since 2019.
Oh.
So everyone's like, well, why don't we do that? Can we do something like that? America, we believe so heavily in the right to bear arms. And I just don't see anyone relinquishing control over that.
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of faith that things are really going to change. And that's very upsetting to me.
I don't think things are going to change either, but it's hard when people are posting so much anti-gun stuff. But I'm like, hey, what's your plan? What's your actual solution to fix this? How logistically would that even work? And obviously things have to change. Maybe where it's legal to carry a gun or things like that, right? But how do you take back all of these guns from people?
Well, that example, that's what people are saying. That buyback program and then making certain types of guns illegal.
And I'm all for that.
I would love America to do something like that, where it's not like we're taking all the guns. It's just more controlled.
We can still have the right to bear arms.
Yeah, but it's not like you have these intense rifles that are shooting freaking 30 bullets a minute and killing children at schools. It's hard to say that because people could still get guns and da-da-da-da-da. I get all of that. Yeah. But I would love it to be more controlled. And I think everyone would agree with that, right or left. I think everyone would be like, yes, I would love it to be more controlled. I'd love a background check. But the thing is too, I see the other side of it where it's like, how are we going to protect ourselves? What if this happens? I get that fear as well.
Yeah.
Guns really scare me. And I hate that there's been 47 school shootings this year. That is in my opinion, unacceptable. How many kids, how many teachers, how many mothers, how many parents, how many Charlie Kirks have to die before there's any type of change?
Yeah. That's not even something that even gets talked about and then dies down. It just doesn't budge at all.
Yeah, I'm just like, nothing? Mm-hmm. Like nothing.
Yeah.
And I saw Charlie Kirk, there was a thing where it's like, how would you solve all these mass shootings or whatever? And he's like, well, do you see people shooting up banks and airports and gun stores? No, because they have protection outside of these places. I just don't think it's realistic to have in my block. There's probably 9 schools in an 8-minute radius. There's probably 15 schools to have the budget for consistent security just in my little radius. Where's the budget for that? We're so underfunded. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that's realistic either. Yeah. What is your thoughts on it?
I just want all the protection everywhere. Even at the work conference I just went to, they had metal detectors and all the safety. So I could be in a big crowd and feel at ease because I went through the proper channels. Everyone who's in here went through the proper channels. If my kid had to go through the proper channels, like be inside a school building, that would make me feel peace of mind.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you can't control it. Even if you take away those guns, who's to say they won't go in with a normal gun or a knife or whatever? Even kid to kid. That happens at high schools where there's a stabbing or whatever. You can't control it. And at some point you got to just relinquish control. But it is hard.
But even I like the few days after the shooting, the kids didn't go to school the next day.
I felt the same way. If I had kids right now, I would not put them, like, they still haven't caught the freaking shooter. You're crazy if you think I'm sending my kid to school 5 minutes down the road. So we switch to lighter now.
Yeah, let's switch
gun
to
reform and all the things.
I know. I think hopefully this is a refreshing conversation to hear. It's kind of scary putting your thoughts out there in this kind of format, but hopefully people feel curious, heard, seen. I don't know.
Yeah, because that is the thing, is I see both sides of a lot of these things. And I think most of us land somewhere in the middle.
Oh, 1,000%.
And I think sometimes people like to pick a side to feel heard and seen and all the things. But I think we're all a lot more alike than we think. And I think when we have these conversations, like, okay, what would be your plan? Like, how do you think we fix this? Our plans are probably all pretty similar and realistic to each other, and what we want for the world and what we want for life.
Yeah.
And so it just breaks my heart that it is so divisive and that people are so far on either side. And you want to stand for things, but it feels almost hateful when you're so far on one side.
Oh, when anyone's super intense on any subject, so off-putting to me. Like politics, religion, anything. Where there's no room for open-mindedness, it's so not who I want to be around.
I want to be around people who can hear both sides and have sympathy for both sides.
Yeah. And I think my big thing lately is I have views and I have thoughts and I have opinions, but also change my mind. I'm open to changing my mind. Let's chat.
It is kind of crazy how easily influenced you can be, though. Not just you specifically, but anyone. Like,
well, just on social media, in 2 seconds when I'm looking at people, I'm like, oh, you know what? That is weirder.
You said, like, I want to talk to my friends and my family about these things, which I agree with, but even Hayden will tell me his opinion on something. I'm like, sounds right. I think that's my opinion, too. No research to back it up, but I'm like, yeah, I agree. I am easily influenced by my husband, especially.
And I think that that's what's hard. Sometimes I feel like a leaf in the wind, where I'm like, if I don't stand for something, I'm going to fall for everything. But also, I would rather be more open-minded and willing to change my mind than not be willing to change my mind.
Yeah.
Because I've been at places in my life where I was so one-track minded, and I look back on that younger Chelsea and I'm like, oh, that's so unfortunate, because it just causes so much separation and there's no connection there.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's switch it up. Go light.
Lighter note.
Let's have some fun.
Okay, can we talk about something I'm so sad about?
Yeah.
This was kind of my forecast, but we can just weave this in.
Yeah.
There's been so many breakups lately. Celebrity breakups.
I know. What is in the air?
Yeah, it is sad. So what's the one you think of right off the cuff?
Oh, I could name like 5. Kelsey and Chase.
Kelsey Ballerini and Chase Stokes broke up after 2 years of dating.
And a day after, he posted this cute happy birthday post for her.
Okay, they've definitely been on the rocks for a while, because there's been whispers and rumors in the air that things have been weird.
Tell me everything you know about that, because I'm confused. I'm blindsided.
Yes. So I think it was 3 or 4 months ago, people were like, they're on the rocks, they're on the rocks.
Why?
There was little things, they're fighting or something's going on. And then the next day Chase would post, and then the next week Kelsey would post. And it's almost like they were doing these posts to be like, we're still together, but I could smell it. Something was
a little phony about it.
Yeah, it would be like a whole Outer Banks collage and then like a random picture of Kelsey and the dog. And it's just like, you're trying to remind people, no, we're together. But also, I don't know. I have so many theories.
Okay, let's hear them.
I think they have been on the rocks for a little while and they've been trying to make it work. So I think they weren't officially broken up on her birthday, or they were maybe broken up, but maybe there was a potential of getting back together. And that's why he's like, I have to post for her birthday, which is so interesting too. In a celebrity couple, there is this chess to be played, especially when it comes to social media, because if he didn't post, he'd be like, they're over. But he's like, even if there's a chance we're kind of back and forth still together, I'm gonna post about her.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Kelsey's team is the one who told people we're broken up. So she was like, no, we're done.
Yeah, stop acting like we're together.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I think that's the nail in the coffin. I think there's probably so many conversations, so much lead up to my team tell that we're broken up.
Yeah.
That's like, we're done. I have this theory that they've had issues maybe with jealousy because Madeline Klein and Chase dated before them. And I think when they broke up, the world was like, Madeline, no, Chase and Madeline Klein. And then he got together with Kelsey, and then it's all over his comments. Everyone's like, no, be with her. And I think Chase has spoken up so many times, like, no, I'm with Kelsey. I love Kelsey. Posting about Kelsey. Stop talking about this. This is over. Kelsey's even tried to be friends with Madeline Klein. And I'm sure that that gets into your relationship where it's like, okay, Chase, why are you so upset by this? Can you chill? Do I have anything to be jealous about? What is going on? And then him working with his ex, they're traveling all the time. She's doing all these tours. She's doing all these events. And then it's like, well, I miss you and I want to be with you. And da-da-da. I think it was those type of fights. And then it was like, we're just not on the same page and it's not working and we're fighting more than we're communicating and having fun. This isn't worth it. I think that's what happened. Does that feel plausible?
I don't know. I don't really see Kelsey as a jealous type, how I perceive her. So I didn't think that was the issue. So I was shocked by it. What more comes to mind for me about their breakup is how she doesn't want to settle down and have kids and get married. She's like, I never want to get married again. And maybe that's changed since her divorce and all that. But that always was a red flag to me. Not a red flag, but just, is that what he wants? Like, if that would be an issue in the relationship. But all I do know is that this is going to be really good for her career, because her career spiked after her divorce with the whole P that she released.
Yes.
Those songs were everything. And then the next album kind of like flatlined. And I feel like a breakup Chase Stokes album will
be everything.
Pop off.
And I think she's very Taylor Swift a little bit, where she's lays it out in her album too.
Yeah. I mean, that whole EP that she did was all about her divorce, and we knew that, but her new album she does heartbreak songs before it doesn't really hit. But when you just went through a traumatic breakup and then you release an album, then people want to dissect every song.
Yes, yeah, totally. But Madeline and Chase, I do hope they hook up once.
You still are shipping them?
I don't want them necessarily to get back together, but I hope they finish shooting Outer Banks. They don't see each other for a few months.
Outer Banks done yet?
No, there's one more season. So they're filming right now.
Okay.
So I hope it's like, oh, Chase, I'm sorry about your breakup, but nothing happens. Super respectful still. They're not super close. Months go by and then they get together for press. And then it's like, we're joking, we're laughing. Chase is more healed. Things are happening, flirting. They're kind of just vibing. And then the last night of press, they hook up.
Love.
And then it's like, oh, that was fun. And I love you. And I wish you the best. And obviously we're not getting back together, but you meant so much to me. That was a huge chapter of life. I love you. But I hope it's that conversation in bed after. And it's like, wish you well. Bye.
Yeah.
Because she broke his heart.
So that makes it different.
And I hope she's still in love with him. And I hope she found out about that breakup and was a low-key giddy.
Wow. Really turning on Kelsey here. The girl that she was worried about this whole time. And it's like, see, you guys hooked up after you filmed. I knew there was still something there.
Okay, so that's a sad one. Shaun White and Nina Dobrev was shocking to me because they literally just got engaged.
They've been engaged for a while. And I feel like once you have an engagement that's longer than a year or so,
there's red flags.
and there's no talk of a wedding, it's kind of like,
Sums up.
Sums
But
up.
they were together for freaking what, 5 years?
I know, but I'm actually so happy about it. She can do so much better than Shaun White.
Yeah, but also she kind of icks me out a little bit.
Really?
I don't know what it is.
It's funny because obviously Vampire Diary era, she was perfect.
Literally perfect.
But
Wanted
as
to be
she's
her.
gotten older, she's gotten kind of icky.
Her even doing her pretending to be Elena and Catherine. Did you see that?
No.
She does weird things and I'm just like, jump scare. But did you see that she was spotted with Zac Efron? So it was literally 4 couples and then Zach and Nina were the only 2 single. Everyone's like, they're not together, but I'm also like, they've had stuff in the past though, Zach and Nina.
Really?
They went on dates in the past and all this stuff.
I do not see it. I do not see it.
He's so rough to me right now.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay, really quick. The last breakup, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. I'm sad about that. I don't care about them, but I was like, oh, I'm happy for them.
Yeah, I think that they seem happy and they'll be fine. Co-parenting and stuff.
Yeah, I just think he's more chill and she was crazy and he brought this levity and was like, oh yeah, you slide on that hot dog and I'll just cheer you on. And you go to outer space. Do you think that was their breakup? When she comes and kisses the ground and he's like, I just don't think I could do it anymore. I want a divorce.
She's just singing. What is she singing? Firework up in space.
He's just like, this is a new ick unlocked and I can't.
I don't ever see what he saw in her. That couple never made sense.
Yeah, it didn't make sense, but I liked it.
Okay, but one thing I realized I haven't talked to you about.
Tell me.
Iris and Pepe / Iris and now TJ.
I'm so randomly here for Iris and TJ now, which is crazy because I loved Iris and Pepe.
I'm realizing Iris is the problem in all this. The curated photo shoot of TJ and her in the hall. There was a curated photo shoot with her boobs up to her chin with Pepe 2 weeks ago. And now she's just like running down the hallway holding hands. This feels so inauthentic and weird.
I know. I don't see it lasting, but I feel like TJ really wanted her. So I'm kind of happy. I'm like, TJ, get your girl.
Yeah, I feel like that's fine.
But I don't think it's going to last. I don't think any of those couples are going to last, to be honest. Okay, I have a fun little game. Maybe we can end on this.
Okay.
We're going to play a game. Is he hot or is he just famous?
Ooh, okay.
So I'm going to tell you the guy and you tell me, is he hot or is he just hot because he's famous?
Okay.
Okay. Channing Tatum.
Hot.
Okay. Timothy Chalamet.
Not hot. And famous.
Yeah. But do you feel like people think he's hot because he's famous? Or do you feel like people just love this skinny boy?
I just don't think he's attractive at all, but probably because he's famous. And he probably has this weird lore to him.
Yeah. Okay, this is a good one. Jeremy Allen White from The Bear.
Oh, weirdly hot.
Like hot? I feel like if I saw him in real life and he was smoking a cig and he had his tattoos and he was just chilling, I'd be like, you're hot. But he's not like classically hot.
Weirdly hot and maybe a little hotter because he's famous.
Totally. Love that. Okay. Ryan Reynolds.
Not hot.
Not hot, especially now. Ooh. But like, back in the day.
Ick. Probably hot because he's famous. Like Proposal era.
Hot because he's famous, though, in Proposal era.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoa, that's unlocking something
or like
in me.
Just Friends.
Yeah, where you are hot because you're famous, but if I saw you in real life, I'd be like, mid.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt now.
I mean, hot.
Hot. He's still so hot.
Yeah. If that was somebody's dad, like if that was my dad, you'd be like, your dad's hot, even if he wasn't famous.
Oh, 1,000%. He's so hot to me. So I saw F1 and I'm like, Daddy. Jacob Elordi.
Oh, hot. And extra hot because he's famous.
Yeah, he is hot. But I feel like in real life, just his personality, I'd be like, you're a douche. I'm going to rebel against that and you're hideous.
Okay, one thing, because you never watched Euphoria.
No.
Will you watch it? I actually feel like you couldn't handle it because it's too dark.
Yeah.
But I want you to watch it because I don't feel like you can understand him or Sydney Sweeney without watching Euphoria.
It's
like,
just so telling of their personality.
It's where they got their start. And it's Sydney Sweeney, like...
Oh, I've definitely seen so many clips of Cassie getting ready for blah blah in the morning, and it's like I wake up at 5 a.m.
Okay, if you know Cassie, then like you're good. But him in Euphoria,
isn't he the worst?
He's the worst, but it makes him hot. But also, what baffles my mind about Jacob Elordi, he's so hot. But then I think about, I'm like, where do I know him from? Kissing Booth.
Yes.
And him dating Joey. What's her name?
And the worst is when she has the freaking. The worst haircut. Did you see all the memes of Summer I Turned Pretty? And it was like, if Belly comes out with a Kissing Booth haircut.
Oh my gosh. No, I didn't see those. But she, first of all, like That's so mean, but I can't
Like
with
3000.
her. I cannot with Joey. What's her name?
I don't know, but I know who you're talking about.
The girl from Kissing Booth.
Yeah, and Crazy.
I remember Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, she's the little girl in that. Isn't that weird? She was so cute as a little girl. Joey King. Did you know him and Zendaya dated? And she broke up with him for Tom Holland, which I love.
Well, duh, I know that because it's in Euphoria. And I was like, how?
What's in Euphoria?
Zendaya is the main character in Euphoria. And so I was just like, it's so weird that they're dating because they're opposites in Euphoria. It's weird.
I know, but he seems like a dick in real life for some reason.
He for sure is, especially now. You know, he like Joey King out. What's her face in?
Yeah.
Like supermodel, whatever.
I know, but also I'm happy that Joey got out of that. I just feel like he's toxic and not good.
So that new movie with him and
Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for that. It's Wuthering Heights. It's a take on it.
This is so random.
Yeah, and he's just like freaking filling her up in the carriage or something.
I'm in a scene I could definitely do.
Totally. Okay, Austin Butler.
Ick. Hot because he's famous, but I can't with him.
Oh, he's so hot to me for some reason.
Oh, he icks me out like none other.
Why?
He bugs me so bad. Something about him.
Is it because he was Sharpay's boyfriend when Sharpay went to New York?
That doesn't resonate with me. I didn't watch that. I don't know what that is. I feel like I just was like Trump. I have no idea what you're talking about. I couldn't care less about that. No.
The thing is with Trump too, he does not stand by his word at all. He could be like, the sky is orange, the sky is orange. And then tomorrow he's like, blue. I always said blue. And you're just like, okay.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be like, what are you talking about? I love Austin Butler. No, he's what I picture what Kevin McAllister actually would have been grown up. He's got like the mouth on him. You want to punch him in the face. I don't know how to explain it.
I feel so defensive right now because everyone after Elvis was so upset. Like, you're Elvis forever, all the memes and all this stuff. And I'm like, my poor baby is getting bullied and I love him.
No, there was a show that I watched. I don't know if you watched it. It's called Life Unexpected. Did you ever watch Life Unexpected?
Oh, no, but I know what you're talking about.
So he plays the girl's boyfriend in it. And he'll just forever be that character in my mind.
Is he not? Remember the Carrie Diaries?
Yes, and the Carrie Diaries.
He was everything. I think that's where the crush formed for me, was the Carrie Diaries. Yeah. And I'm like, you're so cute.
No, he
seems very attainable to me too, where if I knew you in real life, I feel like
you could get him.
Yeah.
He's in your league.
Not even league, but I feel like he would have a conversation with me and be really cool versus like Jacob Elordi would be like, okay, you're a nobody. He feels more friendly and
interesting. I'm so sad about him and Vanessa Hudgens.
The horror movie of real life was when they were at the Met Gala and he's waiting for a cab or something and then she just walks in front of him and he kind of looks and I'm like, you're strangers. This is the definition of all those songs where it's like lovers to strangers. I know nothing about you, but you were everything to me at one point.
I know,
just passing each other. It's crazy.
I'm still at the restaurant. I want them to be together.
I know, and they just don't care. Anyways, okay. Glenn Powell.
Hotter because he's famous.
Not hot at all to me.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
Really?
Not hot. Hot because he's famous for sure.
Even in Anyone But You, you're not like you're hot.
No. If he was at a game night and acting like himself, I'd be like, ugh, no.
So it's his personality you don't like?
Personality, but even his face. I'm kind of how you feel about Austin Butler is how I feel about Glenn Powell.
Okay.
I'm just like, no. But in movies and stuff, I'm like, he's a great actor.
Is
and
he?
I think he can have chemistry with anyone. I think he's a really good actor. I appreciate his talent, but I don't think he's hot. Okay, Zac Efron. Zac Efron back in the day, so hot. Zac Efron now, I'm scared of you.
Roided out Zac Efron? No.
Roided out / 5 chin implants later.
Yeah. But Troy Bolton.
Yes. Smash.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think we all collectively feel that way.
But that was all before we realized we were taller than him.
I know, he's literally 5'5". But Troy Bolton era, even just Greatest Showman, he was still so hot. And then roided.
He was like a little man. No, not in Greatest Showman.
Oh, you thought he was like buff and tiny?
Oh, he just looked like a little
weasel
action figure.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But still decent looking. Now, I think it's sad. I want to still think you're hot.
He's like the leftover guy in the friend group, and I feel like this was probably Nina on that yacht. He's the leftover guy in the friend group that makes out with you at the party.
Yeah, and you're just stuck with him, and you're like, I guess I'll make it, like the sympathy make out.
Yeah, but you're icked out by him, but he's kind of hot, but he also thinks he's really hot.
Yeah, but he's not.
And he's gone downhill, and that's affected his personality.
1,000%. That's what it is. But did you watch that Christmas movie of him and Nicole Kidman?
Oh, yeah, where they hook up.
And I'm just like, you're scaring me.
Yeah.
It's just so messed up. But in Phantom of the Opera, I feel like he took off the mask and it's Zac Efron.
Oh my gosh, that is sad. That's bad plastic surgery. All guys should just not worry about plastic surgery.
No. He busted his face. He fell and shattered his whole face. Okay. So he had to.
That makes a lot more sense. I had no idea.
Yeah, he shattered his face. And so he had to get a chin implant, reconstructive whole surgery.
Yeah. That's sketch.
Yeah, so it's like sad. Okay, last one, Ryan Gosling.
Hot because he's famous.
You're dead to me.
Wait. Don't kill me off just yet.
Okay.
Like initially. Like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or whatever. What's it called? Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. What's the club called?
That's what
Mickey
is.
Club?
Look.
Not Mickey House. It's not
but Mickey Mouse House Club. But I'm scared that you think he's hot when he's 5.
No, okay, no. Just listen.
Okay.
Because there's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which is that annoying cartoon. But then there's him and Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. What were they all in?
The Mickey Mouse House Club. The Mickey Mouse
Well,
Club. The Mickey Mouse Club.
The Mickey Mouse Club. Okay, I was like, okay, well, Mickey Mouse House Club and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is really way too close.
Uh-huh.
His initial era, borderline right before The Notebook even. If you were to see him on the street in normal clothes, his nose is kind of weird. He kind of is not that cute.
Yeah. Yes, I can see that. Mm-hmm.
Now, 1,000%. So hot. So hot. But also, if he never got famous, he could be an attractive guy. But would he be Ryan Gosling?
Well, I think Notebook, you are the crush.
But it must be some psychological...
Where he is famous.
No,
Noah.
The Notebook, like Noah. It's because he's Noah.
Yeah, I'm trying to
but he's still attractive, obviously. And he does have something about him. Because James Marsden's attractive too. But in that movie, you're like, ew, go away.
Oh, James Marsden, no. And even if I picture him, I'm like, he's hot because he's famous. I don't think he's hot.
Oh, James Marsden?
Yeah, isn't that so weird?
He has a beautiful face.
He's attractive, but I'm not attracted to you.
Yeah, that's a different question. Hot or hot because you're famous is different than I'm attracted to. Well, I don't know. Maybe not, because Austin Butler, I guess I could say he's technically hot, but
not attracted. Yeah. But Ryan Gosling and Barbie, bro, was fillered out, but then he got it dissolved. Mm-hmm. And him in Hitman or what? Stuntman. What was that movie he was in? Stuntman, no? Where he was a stuntman?
What was that called?
It was called Hit and Run.
I think it was called
Stuntman.
Oh, Stunt Guy.
Stunt Guy. No, Guy. The Guy. Stunt Guy.
No, Stuntman. It's had the guy.
Yeah, the guy. I can picture Guy on the poster. I think it's Stunt Guy.
The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy.
I loved that movie. That was such an unexpected gem.
It was so good and it didn't do very well, and that makes me so sad because they wanted to do a second movie and it kind of bombed.
I don't really need to. It was good, but
I loved it. It was funny, but he looked so good in that. And that was right after Barbie, and so I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because Barbie.
You're still in there.
Yeah.
I loved Barbie the movie. Okay, that is it.
What do you think about like Polly Pocket the movie and Bratz the movie and all that stuff?
Is that coming out?
Yeah, I've heard whispers.
Like real life or animated? So. Real life, I'm scared.
I thought that they were going to do a Bratz movie and Kim Kardashian was going to be in it.
I hate that all around.
I just like Barbie's iconic. You can't really, even with Polly Pocket, you can't do.
I'm closing my eyes and I'm picturing Bratz real life. Are they going to have huge eyes and huge lips?
Be like Kim Kardashian, like big booties and whatever. But
no, Barbie was just so perfect because it wasn't about Barbie. It was so much more.
Even when they announced the Barbie movie, I remember being like, how?
Yeah,
like,
me too.
What is it even
or even their random trailer of her as a huge Barbie and then on her tiptoes. I was like, what is this
like it was so much better than you thought it was going to be. So maybe they could be creative with it, but it's not like Polly Pocket's so iconic. But I swear that they're making one.
That will be weird and I don't like that.
Also, can I tell you, I finally found another rewatch.
Tell me.
Desperate Housewives.
Oh, that's a good one. I rewatched that
when last time you watched it?
Right before I went to college.
I rewatched it, I think like 2017 or something, but it's been so good.
Eva Longoria, she is so iconically hot in Desperate Housewives.
Her and freaking John Tucker having the affair.
You're so tiny and so hot in that show.
How all of them are. It's just so nostalgic for hot 2000s moms, you know?
Yeah, just like MILF
and their
on
low-rise
MILF on MILF.
jeans and their freaking sparkly tank tops.
But what a time to be alive if you were a mom and you watched that originally.
Did you watch that as a kid?
I never watched it as a kid. I watched it senior year in high school. So when did it come out?
It was like 2004. But it's funny because I was watching it and he was like, oh, are you watching Desperate Housewives? It's like, how do you know? He's like, I used to watch this with my mom. And I was like, on Sundays? He's like, yeah, after Extreme Makeover Home Edition. I was like, me too.
That is the cutest thing I've ever
heard. My
heard.
mom would let me stay up and watch it with her, but
that's
it's a
weird.
scandalous show.
It's, yes. And like heavy topics too.
Oh yeah, there's so much, but it just went over my head. But I vividly remember a lot of the things. But it's been so good because it's enough to get me into it. It's familiar, so it's comforting with the narrator, Mary Alice. So rewatch it.
So good. Yeah, maybe I will. Okay, also, can I just say something?
Yeah.
This is my last tack on Summer I Turned Pretty because it's so over and done.
Yeah, what did you think about the finale? Just give your quick thoughts.
Loved. You didn't like the finale, but I loved it. Minus her horrible bob.
Why with the bob, the poofy?
Because she cut a top layer and then there's a wig under, so it was just a freaking mushroom cloud.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It was really bad, but I loved it. Thought it was great. It's not groundbreaking television, but like I'm so into it. And I love it.
That's my problem. I was so into it, and then it just
flopped for you.
I was like, that's it. But it's true because there's the movie, and so it makes sense that it wasn't as much as you thought it would be. But it just felt so rushed and so cheapened. I was like, oh.
And
all
I could
that
see
anticipation, a whole season to get 20 minutes.
I think the movie will be very good because I knew about the movie before I started.
Okay.
So I was like,
we're good.
Yeah. But Belly and Conrad, chemistry for days. Conrad loves her. It's great. In real life, it is uncomfortable how they're
closed off he is.
Yes, well, and they're just acquaintances.
Well, did you see that interview of him saying why? Because he's in a relationship and he promised his girlfriend he wouldn't have any physical touch with a co-star outside of filming. So he's like, I won't put my arm around anyone. I won't hold hands. I won't hug, like nothing. So it's driven by him to make his girlfriend feel better.
But then Jeremiah is literally married and he sees her on the red carpet, is like squeezing her shoulders and puts his head on her. And then the brother, Shaun Kaufman, Steven in real life, he has a longtime girlfriend too.
I know. I feel like Conrad in real life, whatever his name is, like
Buzzkill.
He's so. I heard him on an interview too, where you could tell he was embarrassed that he was even on the show, and he wants to be a true actor and a real artist, and just happy he can pay his rent. He just feels like above all of this and is probably deep and I'll set boundaries and take a stand for you, my love, you know.
But also I just feel like that says more about their relationship.
I know.
I would rather have my partner be likable and real and authentic. Like a Jeremiah, it's weird because how much I hate Jeremiah on the show, but in real life, like I like Jeremiah better than Conrad.
Yeah. For sure. How could you not?
But compared to first season, he was more touchy. Not even touchy.
Because I think he got into this relationship and set that boundary.
No. He's been with this girl for 7 years.
Really?
They've been together forever. Yeah.
I saw some comparison of before and after. He used to put his arm around her and he used to do things and now he doesn't anymore. So he thought there was friction between the two. But then he came out and said that. So maybe that's just a new boundary they set in their relationship or something.
Yeah, but he just seems like... Can you be a little more fun? Not even touchy, but just in an interview, Lola will say something and he's like, that's weird. Yeah. And you're just like, you hate her.
No, it totally gives off the vibe that he hates her, hates the show, hates his life.
But you know who I think is going to be the biggest actors is him and Taylor.
Yes, I love Taylor.
Don't you feel like Taylor could be in White Lotus?
Oh, yeah. I really like her. I think she's a really good actress.
And I just think we haven't tapped into even her true range. Yeah. Taylor is such a concentrated character, but I feel like she can do a lot.
I feel like Belly, this was her one shot. And it's all downhill from here.
I think she'll get her random Netflix deals and she'll get her roles, but I don't think she's going to ever be above this. And Gavin, same thing. I think he'll be in the Amazon originals, stuff like that. But I could see Rain being on these prestigious shows. And I see Chris in a drama, like a feature film, you know?
For sure.
That's my prediction.
Yeah. I agree with that. But also there's a lot coming up on TV that I'm excited for.
What?
Special Forces. Did you watch Special Forces?
No, I never did.
There's so many good people on this
season.
And it starts on Thursday. I'm so excited.
Has Traitors started yet?
No, I think it starts soon though.
I've never watched it, but I want to watch Traitors.
Oh, you should go back and watch last season.
Was it good?
It was so good. Dancing with the Stars, are you into that this season?
I just watched clips. I never watched the whole thing.
It has such a good cast that I'm into it. And then Golden Bachelor.
I need to watch that with my mom.
Yeah. I feel like the fall TV is starting to kick in. There's more.
You never watched The Office, did you?
Yeah. Are you going to talk about the paper?
Yeah. It's bombing, but I love it. And I'm like, give it a second for the cast to marinate, but I love it.
Is it actually bombing though? Or are people just like, it's not the same as The Office? I feel like it's doing well. Everyone I know is watching it.
It's not doing well, like review-wise.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully everyone's watching it, but review-wise, it's not getting good reviews. On IMDb, It has a score of, I think, 6.9, and The Office has 8.1.
That sounds about right though. For the first season... Give it a
second. But that's the thing. When I watched Office first season, I was like, this sucks. Yeah. I don't like it. Michael sucks. He's the worst.
Well, even think about Friends first season. It's those shows where you like get past season 3 and it gets better.
But I'm just scared because shows get axed like this now. Is it not going to get a second season? And that's what I'm sad about, because I like where the characters are right now. And I can kind of see where things are going to go. But give it a second to have the Stanleys and the Angela. You see more of their personality.
But do you feel
like
they're going to? Like, I've heard it doesn't seem like they're as interesting as The Office
Well,
characters.
I think about Kelly. First season wasn't even in first season. She was just random in the background. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, but the main characters, do you feel like there's a Dwight and that there's a Michael and a Jim?
Well, the main girl in it is like the Michael. And I love her. Everyone hates her right now because she's the worst, but she's hilarious. And I love her acting.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, I need to watch it. Yeah, it's been on my Hayden's list, so I'll watch it.
I know. I've just been deep into Dawson's Creek. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
But I told you, and you guys, this is just a follow-up, but they did the reunion, the Dawson's Creek reunion. They basically just read the first script, and James Van Der Beek couldn't go because he has stage 3 colon cancer, but he got 2 stomach viruses on top of it, so he couldn't go literally the morning of. He was like, I'm just too sick, so he couldn't go. He did a cameo in the beginning, and he was basically like, I'm so devastated. Wish you guys luck. I'm heartbroken. I really needed this. He looks horrible.
I know, I saw it. It was so sad.
And he was
so skinny.
A month ago, he was on Good Morning America, and he looked sick, but still like, you're okay. He's probably lost 50 pounds since then.
This one's just going to do him under.
I think he's going to die.
Yeah.
And it was...
That's so sad.
Devastating. Even just the cast leaving together, they were leaving and all of them looked so sad. No one was smiling. They were signing playbills and just sad.
Yeah.
But Joshua Jackson and Katie Holmes did leave together in the same car.
I'm excited to see. When does their new show come out?
I think they just finished filming.
It's a movie or
yeah,
a show?
It's a movie.
Okay.
It's a movie. It'll probably come out sometime next year or the year after.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yay.
I think I was just extra emotional because I'm literally watching Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
And he's going to die and I'm so sad.
Yeah, so you're in it.
Yeah, I was crying all morning.
Oh, sad.
I know. See, and that's where it's parasocial. I don't know him, but.
I know, but you think you do.
I'm sad. Okay.
But if it's an influencer, don't be sad.
Yeah. No, you can be sad. I'm sad.
I know.
Okay.
What did we even talk about?
I don't know. I blacked out. I think that I just was like, we having a conversation with my best friend. So hopefully you guys enjoy this.
So many topics. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Little
catch
combo.
Mm-hmm,
Smorgasbord, if you will.
Smorgasbord?
Smorgasbord. You know that word? Smorgasbord? It's like it means like a...
No, I know what that means, but that is not how you say it.
A smorgasbord? How do you say it?
Say it again.
Smorgasbord. Smorgasbord? How do you say it?
Smorgasbord.
How do you say it, Chels? Smorgasbord. You're making me like trip over my words now, but I said it right.
No, you didn't. You're like smorgasbord. It's
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. It's a board.
Smorgasbord. That's what I said.
Smorgasbord board.
That's exactly what I said. Roll the tapes. Smorgasbord. Smorgasbord. Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
Guh. No.
Then you threw a G on there.
No. Roll. I'm gonna roll the tapes.
Smorgasbord is what it's called. A smorgasbord.
Yeah. Smorgasbord. That's literally what I said. Smorgasbord. What did I say?
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. Smorgasbord? No, isn't it a smorgasbord?
It's a board.
Is it?
Of smorg.
What's smorg? Smorgasbord. Can I tell you what movie is this from? Where the rat eats all the food. Oh my gosh, this is gonna hurt my tummy. Oh my gosh. Okay, no. Rat singing about
Smorgasbord. That's what it's called.
Oh yeah, Charlotte's Web.
Oh, Charlotte's Web. No, I'm so off. Did you Google what it's called?
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
No, Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord?
It's how it's spelled.
Type in smorgasbord.
Yeah, it's what
and
it
then
says.
Read it. Have it say it. Say, how do you pronounce smorgasbord? It's that. Smorgasbord. Smorgasbord. Smorgasbord.
So not schmor.
Smorga.
So smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
But not gas, but just gas.
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
Okay, but what does it mean?
Smorgasbord is a buffet-style meal of Scandinavian origin. It is served with various hot and mainly cold dishes. It just means a variety.
No. I know what it means, but I'm just wondering.
But it's not like a board. It's a buffet of food.
But the last word is board. No.
Yes, it is board. But I'm just saying it's not a board of it's not like a charcuterie board.
No. Yeah. I knew it was a lot of different things,
like
a variety.
You literally just said it was a board. Like no, it's like it literally is a because
you were saying Borg, and so I was like, no, it's board.
All I know is the rap from Charlotte's Web that was released in 1996 taught me what that word was, smorgasbord. And I think I've said that.
Smorgasbord, you did it again. You're saying board.
I know what I'm saying, but that has been the word my whole life. And I think I just said it at work the other day and everyone was like laughing and I was like, hey, yeah, like you never heard of that word. I use big words. Smorgasbord.
What a time to be alive.
It just changed my life.
I know, but the more you know, the smarter you'll be.
Yes. Okay. Well, that was fun. Thanks for dumping
That's
thoughts.
my life. That's my life.
Glad you enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoyed it because I know I did.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to do the first part. You do the second part. Okay.
Well, that's my life.
I hope you enjoyed it because I know I did.
Signing off. Another day, another podcast.
Okay. Bye, guys. We out. Love you.
Bye.